Good afternoon. Today is the launch of Google Classroom for everybody in the HUUSD district, with the exception of kindergarten and pre-K. So, Google Classroom, what does that mean for you? Um, Really, it doesn't mean a lot different for you. However, I do think it's a more organized space to see work and understand what's going on. You can always still use the Waitsfield.org, waitsfieldschool.org website and enter through the portal that's on the Learning Hub there. However, I'll be honest, I didn't think I wanted to use Google Classroom, but I did it because we were being encouraged to. And once I started, it's really great the way everything's organized. I think it's just way more crisp, and it allows for, I think, easier access for everyone. So, how does it work for you? How do you get your child online? Okay, each of them has their login sheet that I sent home and has their Google account. That's how they will get into Google Classroom. If you have that set up as a bookmark for them, once you log in, it should be pretty simple and they can access so much from there. So let's try it together. What I did is I sent myself an invite. I made myself a student with my personal email account so that I'd have the same view that you would have logging in. Obviously, there's a teacher view as well. I'm not wearing my glasses, so if I'm squinting or looking at the screen trying to read something, it's because that's exactly what I'm doing. So you'll get something that says, looks like this: class invitation, Mr. Young's first and second grade. Those went out about maybe 45 minutes ago to an hour. Okay, when I click on that, and it says join, which I already have, so it's going to bring me in. Okay, the first time I did, I had to log in and accept it all. You use your child's login for their Google account that's on their sign-in sheet. Once you get here, okay, the stream, instead of seeing every time I update something, I took that out so you weren't getting flooded with this when you entered here. But I wanted something that we should start with to make us feel good. So what I came up with is, for those of you who are old enough to remember this from Saturday Night Live, it's totally clean, kids can hear it.
I am entitled to my share of happiness. I refuse to beat myself up. I am an attractive person. I am fun to be with.
Daily Affirmation with Stuart Smalley.
I'm going to do a terrific show today, and I'm going to help people because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
So, I mean, if we can't have, feel good about ourselves after listening to Stuart Smalley, then really, why go on to the next part? So I hope that motivates everybody each day. So when your student logs on, they'll see stream, classwork, and people. The stream is always here. Classwork, people. People just shows you whose teachers are. So in this case, Mr. Hubbard, Kaya, and Mr. Manjan are all uh, teachers in this. They can access my site. And then classmates, I sent Katie Babick to try it. With her school account. You only can be invited with school accounts. It won't let me do other accounts. That's why we have to use their Gmail account. So you don't really need to worry about this page, but that's what the page is. The main thing you're going to look at is classwork. Okay. Now, what I like is there's different sections. There's Mr. Young's blog access. If you click here, it gives you the link. And if you look at material, there's no material for this subject. It's just the blog. Okay. However, if you go down to morning meeting and you click here, here's the link for every day they can go here, click on this, it will take them to the link for the morning meeting. Here's the video that I put out when we first started this distance learning about what morning meeting is and why we're doing it and kind of the purpose. And then these are the messages. So every day I write a message. If your kid missed it or they want to see what was on there or look at what they said or anything like that, each message I write is here since we started distant learning. Um, Again, that's quick link to the Google folder. So then there's math, there's all those earned packets, there's overview for grade 1 and 2. Again, you don't need to print these, but if your kid was on the next mission and you knew which one they're doing and you didn't want to have hard copies coming home and you had a printer and you wanted to print all 80 pages, well, now you can go for it. But all the stuff we have right here, okay, for each first and second grade, or for second grade here, first grade we have the same. And then there's additional links. If I close this out for math, sorry, let me do this. Optional resource links. There's Prodigy, which again, kids love. They will. A lot of kids will do this all day long if they could. This is for me a reward if you get your Zern lesson done each day. And then there's two other ones that others classrooms in our district are using as well. Okay, you have to sign up for those as you enter the site. And then we have our writing one. What we'll have here is the live instructional link. If you want to join the writing class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, there's the link. If your kid missed the prompt for today, like the Tuesday or Thursday prompt, and they go, oh, I'm sorry, this is the paper that they can use that I sent home yesterday. Again, you don't have to print it, but if you want to, it's there. I will always supply more of it. If you need it, you just have to let me know. And then the editing checklist. Okay. I will have the link that has the writing prompts from each day on it. I thought that was already in there. And then we have all the reading stuff, just chapter quick questions that I have for each series. As your kid's doing a book, that will always be on there too. But again, I will send all this stuff hard copy. This is just for you to have in case you didn't want anything coming or going, or if the governor ever said there is no more even contact of papers going to and from, you'd be able to at least see the questions to ask the kids to answer them, so they would all be here. Okay, and then the Lexia link is here as well. Now, for me, everything is a resource. This is different than if your child's in third, fourth, maybe, I'm not sure exactly how they're using it, in 5, 6, and up, where there's deadlines and due dates and all that. There's no deadlines. It's your kid keeps working. Every Friday when I call, it's kind of like our mini parent conference each week, where I can let you, I'm tracking kids' progress, and I'll say, hey, they need to do a little more math, or hey, a little more Lexia, or I haven't seen any reading stuff come in a while. I do have logs of everything your kid's doing, so I'm keeping track that way. That's why I use the Friday phone calls. It truly gives us like a mini parent conference each week. So this is really Google Classroom in a nutshell for what you'll need to do. And once you log your child in, again, you could bookmark it, put it here, like I have it here. So your kid could just click on it when they get on the computer. Again, you can still use the Waitsfield portal if you want to go to one spot, but I just think this is way tidier. It's not so overwhelming, and the organization, I think, makes it easier to navigate. Again, any questions, just email me at tyoung@huusd.org, or feel free to call my cell. Take care.